What's up, guys? Nick the Informative Fisherman here. Today I'm going to be coming to you from IFMIS, my first ever Christmas fishing party slash fishing derby. We got Scott Strain out here helping me out from the Rod Mob. Scott hosts that thing. That's actually what he looks like, in case you were wondering. If you recognize the voice in the grocery store, you can pair it up now. We got a bunch of guys launching. We're doing the top 5 heaviest trout, top 5 heaviest bass. We got about, I don't know, what would you say, about 15 boats out right now?
Turnout, yeah.
There's a bunch more boats coming out. It's gonna be a blast. These guys are gonna weigh in at 2 o'clock. We'll show you some big fish. We're gonna run over to the trout pond, see who's fishing for the RC fishing boat. The top trout guys are gonna win planer boards, spoons, rip baits. Top bass guys, custom wooden bait, some fluorocarbon, some jerk baits, some punching weights. A lot of good stuff to come, man. Stay with us. That'll be the last trivia question for the night.
Hey, Nick, I had to kick those guys out of the pond.
What?
That's what they told me to tell you.
Oh, I'm like, for what?
They've all been arrested.
The smut guys they're like, kick Nick out too. I don't like that guy.
No.
Where's all the fish? Yeah, did you guys sign up? Do you have any of the bait?
No, I just got bait. I didn't sign.
Bring back one like that freaking fat.
I'm working on it.
Like that. And like that. And I'm pretty positive the boat's yours.
Yeah?
And as long as they don't bring one about that freaking fat and that freaking fat, you should be good.
I know, it's a tough competition.
Awesome, man.
Alright.
All right, so now we came over to the trout pond before I launch our boat this morning. We got the main derby going on the primary lake over here. On the trout pond, we got the fellas from Rad Roach. Rad Roach is a new pliable bait, an actual roach that's coming out. That's going to be made for catfish, panfish, trout, you name it. Made of real roaches, right, gentlemen?
Yes, it is.
Real roaches, that's right. Chances are, I really don't want to touch these, but I have no problem touching goopy stuff that doesn't look like it has a mouth or legs. I'm not a sissy, but those suckers are scary. And this guy's got one on his tongue in their picture for you that we'll show you inside the hall. But what they've got going on here is they're giving samples to people, and whoever comes in with the biggest trout caught on Rad Roach bait is going to win an RC fishing boat that we got over at the hall. So you'll see, once we actually start the IFMIS party after the derby on the pond and the derby on the big lake, someone's going to go in there, win some awesome prizes. Whoever catches that big trout here is going to win an RC fishing boat from RC Fishing World. Pretty awesome that you guys are out here doing this.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys coming out. Got a water bottle lodged in your pocket there.
Of course.
That's all good as long as you got something in there. But stay with those guys. We're going to show you some big fish and hopefully some cool catches, and I'll go out and show you how some people are doing.
So before leaving the pond, I had to stop by and say what's up to my boy Dan from the Headwaters Kayak Shop, who was out there letting everybody try out the kayaks for free that the Headwaters Shop carries over there in Lodi, which was absolutely sick. I wish I could have played around longer, but we needed to head over, drop in our boat in the main lake there, and see what was going on for ourselves. We're in our new 2015 Hughes Craft over there from the Boat Country in Escalon, which is an absolutely sick shop. You guys need to go check that out. The wrap job here was from Jason's Mobile Graphics over there in Modesto. You know what, we wanted to get out. I didn't have my bass boat today, so I said, let's go look deep. Let's try to vertically fish some fish with drop shots and spoons, and that's exactly what we got started.
So what I'm doing now, I'm lined up between a couple of points, and I keep marking waypoints every time where I see the fish. And then I'm going to zoom out on my map. Look at this giant bait ball these fish are on right here. So these are spotted bass. That looks like a trout. I'm going to keep marking it. What I'm doing is, you're going to see my whole area cluttered with waypoints, and that way when I zoom in, I can see where they are in perspective to the shoreline, to position of the boat, so I can look back at the graph and know where to cast. Here's a huge bait ball right here. A lot of bait. So I can also, if I want to drift over this, I got the same option to drift back over the top. So I can control my grip drift a little bit better and stay on the bait. Go.
Oh, yeah.
Take a little line.
Oh, nice.
Got a big spot? Or a trout?
Could be a trout. Just
take
stealing
the
some
line.
line. Oh. Nice.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Let me get him.
Nice one.
That's a fat one.
Nice.
Hang with us, guys. We'll be right back. Attention Northern California anglers, have you been to Boat Country in Escalon? With one of the largest selections of welded aluminum fishing boats from Weldcraft, Lowe, and Hughescraft, chances are they've got the right fishing boat for you. And did I mention they have a full service center to take care of all your boating repair and maintenance needs? If you're a boat owner or just looking to become one, you owe it to yourself to check these guys out. Visit BoatCountryUSA.com or stop on by. I'll see you there. Been thinking about trying out kayak fishing or already into it and just want some sick upgrades for your rig? It's time to check out the Headwaters Kayak Shop. Come pick the brains of their knowledgeable staff and make sure to ask about their awesome demo program to find the right kayak for you. Or stop in and rent one with Lodi Lake right down the street. The Headwaters Kayak Shop fits all your yakking needs. Tell them if sent ya. Did you know that P-Line makes specialized lines for all your fishing needs? From the super strong abrasive resistant CXX or the low stretch super stealthy CX Premium, or maybe you're looking for invisibility or super bite detection with P-Line's 100% fluorocarbon. No matter what your needs, P-Line's got it covered. To find out more, visit P-Line.com.
P-Line, baby.
Hey Sportsman, have you ever wanted an all-in-one cleaning tool for small game or fish? Well, look no further. The Sportsman Field Tool offers an all-in-one stainless steel construction with all the bells and whistles. From a fillet knife, snip, snub knife, gut rake, and a scaler in its indestructible case, you really can't go wrong. Check your local retailers or visit sportsmanfieldtool.com. Ever tried pulling a planer board next to your boat when trolling or fishing from a swift current bank? If not, you're missing out on one of the most phenomenal fish catching machines on the market today. With Yellowbird planer boards pulling your lines perpendicular to your boat, you can't help but catch more fish. Find out more by visiting www.yellowbirdproducts.com.
Hold on, Jim. Get him over, get him over, get him over, get him over. Woo-hoo! Yeah!
There's a 2 3/4 pound spotted bass. That's the way to get it going. We'll put the water in the live well and we'll go see if we can compete with these guys with like 3 hours of fishing versus there all day. I love offshore fishing. It is very hard for a bass fisherman to say, we're gonna go do offshore. But I mean, look what you get. Little tiny spoon, vertical fish. This isn't a bass boat. And trust me, I guarantee we'll put in 5 just like this. If they stay here and they don't go anywhere, we'll catch them.
How long have we been out now, Nick? About 2 minutes, 3 minutes?
Since we've been fishing, about 2 or 3 minutes.
All right.
Yeah, so it's been a grind. It's been a grind.
It's tough.
But,
This is tough.
sometimes you have to stick out those slow moments.
Yeah, this is tough.
So out here on Lake Camanche, in December like this, we're midway into December. Water's 55 degrees. This is a full-on winter deal that we're doing right here. A lot of the time out here, like I was mentioning earlier, you have a lot of points. Now, a slow tapering point favors the largemouth bass in the winter. Those faster points, those little steeper points like that, a lot of the time the spotted bass like those. Humps under the water, the largemouth like those, and the spotted bass like those. But a few techniques you want to do. Here's a drop shot. I have a huge swivel top. I have a 1/2 ounce swivel top weight because I'm fishing down to 45 feet. With the drop shot to a little purple worm right there. And these motherlode lakes, they love the little purple worms. Little 4-incher, little size 1 owner mosquito hook. I mean, that's a trocar mosquito hook, excuse me. And about 1.5 foot long leader. Sometimes you can get it up a little bit taller. If your bait fish is associating up off the bottom, you can actually just vertically jig a drop shot in those bait balls and get them like that. Another thing that we were doing is we had those little 1 ounce P-line laser minnows that JP caught that bigger spotted bass on. Now, it's just the perfect bait fish imitator. It looks exactly like the shad that they are eating. So why not? When you can vertically jig it and you look at them on a graph, why not? You can get it right there in their face. Dragging jigs on those slow tapering points can be extremely successful for those bigger bass. The largemouth love them, spotted bass love them. The jigging the spoons over those, the dragging jigs, throwing a jerk bait in that shallow water. When you see those sharp tapering points, has a nice ledge down the side, rip, 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 stop, let it sit. And a lot of the time that'll draw those colder lethargic bass out to get it. So those are a few bait choices you can have out here on Camanche and do really good. The one thing I really want to make sure you understand is there's 1,000 points out here. Good electronics is crucial. I'm using my Garmin up there, the 840 XS. That is a really nice graph. You want to go over these points. You want to make sure you see fish on these points. You want to find bait on them. If you don't see clear arcs, look for bait balls. If you find bait balls on your graph around those points, there's going to be fish there. On the wintertime, these fish are tracking down that bait. They want to get fat, so when that water gets extremely cold, they can sustain. So find bait fish on your points, find bait fish on your humps, find bait fish on your ledges, and then use those baits I mentioned to you, and you should have a really good deal of success.
So the school that we were on started moving around so much, it was kind of hard for me to keep up with them without a trolling motor. So we decided to pull up and look for a little bit more concentrated school. But it was about that same time that I started receiving text messages that guys wanted to weigh in. So I also didn't get to give you a segment here about trout fishing. So a lot of the time, you know, pre-frontal, during fronts, trolling's really good. I mean, I like trolling all the time for trout. Casting for them is fun too. But a lot of the time I prefer to top line for them in the winter. But during those post-front, we just had a big major storm the day before. Today was pretty cloudy, so it wasn't too post-frontal. It was kind of still in the tail end of it, so you could still get them trolling or casting for them. But a lot of the time when it gets sunny and clear right after a storm, bait fishing can be the most effective. So my beginner trout video here on the right hand side, that's going to show you some basic ways for bait fishing them in case you never have before, in certain areas where to target. And then my Broke Man's Guide to Trolling here on the left is going to teach you some basic top water trolling techniques or some shallow water down rigging without down riggers. So check those out.
This is the fishing American. Picture that, I'll put the coat back on you, okay?
IFXmas, man. This is what it's all about right here. Vertical jigging.
Did you catch some fish today? Yeah? You're gonna have to show them to me.
All right.
Very nice. Brandon Katerra's got 3 pounds, 1 ounce. There you go. You want to help let the fish go?
Ready to let them go, food?
I told him 6
Where's the rest of them, James?
We can only keep the big ones, right?
It was 210, 2 pounds, 10 ounces. Try not to drop them overboard for you at the same time. 8, 15. Oh, hold on, it just locked at 9-1. It locked. That's official, it's a 9-1. All right, Nick? Yeah. That thing full to the top? No. Looks like it is.
I wish it wasn't.
Oh, there we go. 6 pounds, 3 ounces. All right. Not bad for 3, man. Yeah. Not bad for 3 at all. Take it. All right, cool. Nice trout, man. Nice trout. Here, let's make sure they don't drop them in the water. 4 pounds, 3 ounces. I think you just took the trout lead, bro. Not for certain. All right, put those back in your basket. Hook me back up with the bag. Oh, look at that beast. Oh, that's from the lake?
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
Spinnerbait.
No. Holy.
Hang with us, guys. We'll be right back. I'm sure you've already heard of the Miller punch weight for penetrating the heaviest cover with ease for those big old bass. And have you heard of the Red One trolling motor assist cable to either add on or replace those chintzy ones that they come with? You have now. And tired of switching in between split ring tools or breaking off fingernails? Well, grab a Red One wedgie and it'll handle all those bad boys with ease. Visit RedOneSystems.com. Have you been to RustyLures.com? Did you know they offer free shipping on anything over $29.99? And with all the latest and greatest in bass fishing gear from punching tackle, umbrella rigs, swim baits, and you name it, there's really no reason for you not to be getting the best deal online today. So go to www.rustylures.com. Did you ever wish for an RC boat when you were a kid? And do you have a passion for fishing? Well, guess what? It's time to do them both at the same time. With RCFishingWorld.com's RC Fishing Pole, it's time to be a kid again. So visit www.rcfishingworld.com today.
Who brought in the Chinook? Dude, oh my.
Nice, beautiful fish.
Dude, hold that up pretty quick. Hold that up. Look at that stud.
Wow. That's 8.
Holy moly. Someone's wanting a picture? Yeah, what a stud. Oh.
Ryan Stoddard. Ryan? Yeah.
This one trout might take the whole trout thing. 8 what?
12.
9 pounds, 2 ounces. Holy. Dang. That's the biggest one I've seen pulled out of here. I've heard of bigger and seen pictures, but in person, that's the biggest one I've seen.
Monster.
Man, I wish. On a spinnerbait. That is awesome. Dude, you're probably like, whoa.
Yeah.
I got a stud of a largemouth hooked on here. Yeah, they're probably like, oh, this is nice large mouth.
We thought it was, and then it came down enough.
You came out screwed it a little bit sooner. Hey, look at that.
I'm not gonna say Dad didn't hook it over. He landed every fish.
9-2, locked in. There we go. Very nice, gentlemen. Hold out your big fish for us. Have them hold up the fish.
Wow, there.
Yeah. Nice
job, buddy.
Woo.
Special right there.
That's awesome, bud.
Okay. Just because we were team fishing. Yeah, so be.
14-4. Not bad at all.
All right, you guys.
Woohoo! There we go. Red Road. Not a big trout by any means, but this one won the RC fishing boat, so we'll get that over to David. We'll bring in our trout winners, our bass winners, and go get them hooked up inside for our Ifmas party. Let's go do it. Yeah.
Well, after getting everybody weighed in, it was time to throw the boats back up on the trailer and head up to the rec room for our Ifmas party. We had informative fishermen trivia questions from the show. You yell it out after I ask the question. I toss you a present if you get it right. We had the casting contest. We got it all going up here. Dinner, you name it.
Yeah! David, once again, the winner of catching the big trout in the trout pond on Rad Roach Bank, the winner of the RC Fishing Wheel, RC Fishing Boat. Congratulations, brother. Awesome. Very cool. All right. The winners of the Trout Derby on the main lake, winning it with one freakishly large trout. An absolute beast that I've never even seen a trout that big caught in front of me before. 9 pound, 2 ounce for Ryan Stouter. Ryan's winning a pair of planer boards, some Yellowbird jerk baits, a bunch of spoons in there. A lot of good stuff, man. Perfect. So hopefully you can use it.
Thank you.
I know, he's out fishing for bass and he wins trout stuff, but hey, that works. That might get you going in that direction sometime in case you get desperate and want to catch some trout. All right, our bass winners, Alan and Brian. Alan and Brian, congratulations, gentlemen. They get a custom-made wooden topwater bait, the only one out that we just did in the striper episode that I happened to catch that biggest striper on topwater of my life, that 19-pounder that we just did. So I signed the back of that one for you. It's red, white, and green. It's the only Ifmas one made of that. So we figured we ought to hook you up with it. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. We got some other jerk baits, some trocar hooks, some trocar box form right there. All right, guys, I'd like to invite my good friend up here, Captain Joe Gomez. Captain Joe's the captain of Legal Limit Sport Fishing. For sturgeon fishing, it does not get any better than this guy right here. In case you haven't watched our How to Catch Sturgeon video, Joe is about as cool, calm, and collect as it comes. Mic him up, Scott.
I normally stick to just eel and roe. No shrimp for us. And now roe's gonna be on one hook, eel's gonna be on. You swim with the tide and they smell that bait. Either they're going over your bait like this and they suck up. And so when they suck up, you get a little hit, they let go. The minute they touch your bait, they suck, they let go. And I mean, it's within a blink of an eye. You know, if you're on a big, strong tide, a 6 foot outgo, 6 foot income, you're gonna go shallow, 20 feet of water, 15 foot of water.
While you watch this, I'm gonna ask you some trivia questions about the show, and maybe even a few from this episode. If you can get them right, I'll throw you a present. When I refer to retrieving my jigs as starting from the bottom, now they're here, I started from the bottom, now I got my jigs right here. What professional angler was I messing with? Yell it out. Ish Monroe. That is correct. I was messing with Ish that day. What do I call a chicken liver rigged on a circle hook with sticky thread? Rig. That's what I like. In the San Francisco shark fishing episode, I pulled that perverted classic Santa Claus joke on that guy right over there. Does anybody know his name that does not personally know him? Who said it? Oh, that's right, you don't personally know that. I forgot what this is. What's the name of the guide in my How to Fly Fish episode? Matt Herron, good job, man. I know that wasn't a guy's voice that said Bow Country.
It was ours.
Huh? Huh? Who said that? Who's hiding? Huh? I think she said it. I think she said it. I'm pretty sure she said it. Oh, sorry, Joey. There you go. What was the heaviest striped bass caught on the show this year so far? 30. Who said 30? 30. Right there. 30 right on the nose. Finish this episode title. A Broke Man's Guide to...
Spoonie.
I don't think you need to be broke to do that with another guy. I heard a troll yell. Is that you?
Someone said it right
He
here.
beat you that time, bro. Huh? It's troll.
What's it
Yeah, it's troll. What was the first name of the fast food restaurant that aired my show?
Yeah. Taco Bell. McDonald's. Burger King. Jack in the Box. Wendy's.
Who said Carl's Jr.?
Right here.
Mike's a winner. Congratulations, brother. Nice. Nice, man. That's it, man. That's all yours, man. Nice, dude.
Hey, he's in the top spot.
Dude, if he wins the rod shoot, that's gonna be so sick. Yeah. Okay, what I'd like to do, I'd like to have Captain James Netzel come up. James is an awesome salmon guide on the rivers, awesome trout guide. James wants to do a whole seminar for us, fill you in a little bit about this stuff. If you don't know about trout fishing, you say it's just bass bait, you should listen because he'll tell you where to find your bait to catch your big bass. I'm tired of hearing that one.
That's illegal.
I do it all, and trust me, when I get out there and smoke guys in a bass tournament, I haven't been bass fishing in a month, and they're like, dude, what the heck? I said, I know where your bait lives. Yeah, and I throw identical things to what I was fishing for to catch those bass you were fishing for. There you go.
You guys need to stop letting them bass go too after you catch them because they're eating all my trout.
They taste horrible.
Fishing there is. You can turn your graph off. You don't need your graph. The fish are in the top 5 to 10 feet of water. You're not going to see a fish on your graph. What fish in the right mind is going to be right under your boat to get a picture taken of it when you got a 20-foot boat going over the top of it? It's not going to be there. So don't even look at your graph. And probably around April, May, I'll start hitting up the Stampede.
There it is. All right, let's take our top 5 guys. You got our top 5?
We got him.
Let's see who's going to win this I-Rod.
So wrong way. Wrong way. Check you out.
Oh, okay. And it's coming out.
6 practices.
Bro, that's the last gig we had. Mike just won the I-Rod 775. Nice, man.
The little kids.
You cast him. He didn't even need to finish. He didn't even need to walk off finish, man. You got one, dude. That's awesome. That's awesome.